Jug, it's going to be a hard one. They may get someone else if they head over towards the left. In July on the low ground. Could get the bat.
See him.
Yeah, this is the kill. In July, much easier target than the potential Jug they could have walked into. What we have it, Liquid with the first blood. The smoke successful.
Going to Miracle, he would have loved that kill. Probably even through the, through the Sunstrike, no one was going to land, but would have tried to time it with the last hit, but Shrine's up. One of the nice things you can do as Invoker is throw those Sunstrikes, and the Shrines in your base are active before the rune spawns, whereas the Shrines outside your base don't activate until minute 0. Full mana for his lane, since we have mana for 2. That's half your mana pool. What are they doing? Kuro. Get it too. It doesn't do anything crazy.
Kuroki. These courier snipes. Classic. Well, that's not exactly how you expect an Oracle to be played, really.
And GH is there too for harass. Good playing.
With certainly the start that they would have hoped for.
Laning Cicada. Alright, they don't want to play a Naga game. They're like, this Naga is going to get removed from the game.
And the Sunstrike as well. And okay, now bringing him down low now.
He doesn't have a Salve, because that was on the Courier, so very tough lane. Has a Shrine, which is nice and all, but using that Shrine very early on, just harass is not. But top lane, dry lane.
Matu's on his own because of these support movements from Liquid, and IGV are able to punish that.
So IGV have done safe lane back, a 1v1 against Control on Legion. Oh, great matchup for Legion, but also an okay one in that he can get rid of the sticky charges with press the attack, but when you're getting rid of them, sometimes if that's on top of you Fireflying, you take a lot of damage and you still get chased down. You can just re-napalm as soon as you purge them off.
Top lane Matu should have a bit of an easier time now that Kuroki and GH have turned up to try and gain back some control of this safe lane for Liquid. Lane Cicada being forced back to Shrine. Miracle doing very well in this matchup thanks to that start that we're able to grant him. Top lane, just round dogfights. They've got the slow. They've also got a Burrow Strike if necessary. Miracle, he's going to be the one smiling though, as we'll be able to get that last touch, pick up that goal for the kill.
Nicely done. Up to level 3, Cicada. Doing alright now that the supports have left this lane. They're getting some CS here and there, but this is typically a matchup Naga actually can hold her own and beat Invoker in 1v1. Invoker does not clear illusions at all, and he struggles against the Naga, even just in terms of the laning stage. But with the support help, that is not going to be the case for now, at least.
Top lane, look towards Paparazzi. Dogfights is there as well as Super, and with the control on the Blade Fury, they do it now. The magic resist there, of course, from Kuroki as he grants it out, and that's actually going to be enough, it looks like, to save Matuma. Seeing the strengths there at the Oracle. Same time, the mid lane Miracle throws out a Sunstrike down to In July. I mean, he's already starting to have the opening for one of those dream games. 2-0-1 on this mid Invoker at just before the 3-minute mark.
And there's no doubt in my mind, best Invoker player in the world. There are some really good Invoker players. We've seen Sumail show it off. We've seen other players highlight their Invokers here and there. No one touches him. Just finding the Sunstrikes early on. If he gets off to a good start, that is a dangerous thought forward.
Top lane be continuing to pull together this aggressive tri-lane. We saw Kuroki and GH in the neighborhood. It's very hard for them to successfully finish off a kill on Matuma, but they're stunting his growth. Keeping his farm down.
Still Nursa though, it's not like a key hero to shut down. It's not a good catch-up here in that sense, kind of like we saw earlier with the Clinks, like he shut it down early, like he can't really farm his way back in, but you don't need big items as Nursa. You need a few small items like a Phase, a Blink, a casual Morbid Mass so you can Roche, and you can do a lot of damage to start ganking. So because of Ursa's the lack of necessity to farm big items, I feel like focusing on shutting him down over shutting down like the Legion or the Invoker may not really pay off for IGV.
Top lane, Dogfights could be in trouble. Does still hold on to that Spike Carapace. Will use it, but GH has the Burrow Strike to follow up and allow Matuma to get in. And it looks like in the mid lane, Miracle kind of got his pull here with Cicada. Cicada falling low. Miracle got those 3 points in Exalt for a Sunstrike. Just damage that we got on that moment, 225. Yeah, wouldn't have been enough. Cicada does have backup at Dogfight's. Mind Control's actually come across with an Invis Rune. Has 2 points in the overwhelming odds. And Cicada could be in a whole lot of trouble with the Cold Snap coming through, as well as the punches from the two of them, as Liquid get themselves another kill in this mid lane.
Expected gank. The offlaner who shouldn't really be leaving his lane. He's got a 1v1. You don't expect that Legion to move, but he found the Invis Rune. Having the Rune Ward meant that he sees an opportunity to get a key rune with a Shrine Heal, actually go and find a gank opportunity. Good play there, coming up. Control. Miracle. Continues to excel in this mid lane, close to level 6 already.
He's actually moving around the offlaners. The solo laners. Injulai is headed up towards top. They have put Paparazzi down bottom. Mind Control doing a good job at force and harassing back. Ward's out though, so Paparazzi should be fine to man up. Mind Control also himself getting low, but in fact the nukes bringing Paparazzi down low. Miracle will try for a Sunstrike. Catch Paparazzi. Heals up. Engage.
Be annoying. Test this Naga jungle, knowing that Naga's completely vacated the lane, but CM is even there to cure it. Doesn't happen, but swing towards bottom lane if he wants.
Lane in July. Looking towards Miracle. I mean, okay, with the stun and control from Super, maybe they can have a go. Do they have detection? They don't. Miracle just casually walk his way away from that one. And time for the 3 members of Vitality. You can get Kuroki though. It's very deep at the moment, and the wraparound for Super, surely they can. He tries for the TP out. Super has got the cancel. They'll get something at the end of the day, and good news for Cicada as well. He's the one to pick it up, but again, Miracle hitting these Sunstrikes. GH was there with the setup Burrow Strike onto the Juggernaut.
Wasn't even with a duel. I was thinking, like, oh, was that a dual Sunstrike? That's a great combo that Liquid are going to be able to play into fairly soon. The sniper from the mid lane, finding kill after kill.
It'll be close to the 7-minute or so Midas timing. He is just a couple of hundred away. Looks to clean the H out.
10-minute Midas as Invoker. Incredibly fast. And it's going very well for Liquid. Definitely showing the kind of form I think more expected Liquid to be in and coming into this tournament. They had a rough group stage. They will be staying in the lower bracket, but to go out with confidence.
We have it. Cool. It's complete. And on the courier on its way out. Bottom lane, Mind Control putting some pressure on the tower. Paparazzi turning back up. Does have some backup as well in the form of Super. Mind Control's going to move in, look for the duel. Matuma Man's there as well as the Sunstrike to bring him down, and they'll get it. Successful duel, and Super, of course, has revealed his position. Liquid, they are searching for him. Super has actually managed to dupe them. Put themselves a little scared as they see the TP coming in from Dogfight. So they won't get the CM because they get that important Jug kill. Again, getting the Sunstrike on target and making sure that the duel's successful for Mind Control.
Got that Midas up now. They'll fall back, shrine up, another duel in 20 seconds time. Very short cooldown on duel is one of the nice things about this spell, and that's going to enable them to continually just look for these pickoffs around the map. Matu's he's had it with top lane. He doesn't need to be there anymore. He's ready to go fight with phase boots alone. He's got the Sunstrike support. He's feeling confident enough to start ganking.
They can find this mid. Paparazzi's headed over there. He's been having a tough time down bottom, and he feels the mid lane may be safe, but he's got to be careful.
Radiant Ward, I believe, stole them. Mind Control poked his head out. Yeah, Matu will now as well. But one thing is here, Naga has no control over the main jungle. And only jungle around that secret shop area, so there's only 2 camps there which he can realistically use. It's not really being all that feasible, and we're still going for this. They want to dive behind. Okay.
GH and Mind Control, very deep. Super. Going to be a very, very easy duel if they want to go for it. They actually don't. Mind Control's going to hold on to the ultimate. Will be lassoed. And in fact, with dogfights coming around as well, Mind Control's out and down. It would have been worth using that to just get that bonus damage, but I guess was anticipating that he'd survive and might need it for something bigger.
Yeah. GH doesn't have Sandstorm here.
Let's have 7 stick charges, and that will be enough to bring him up for a Burrow Strike. should just be able to play his way out now. The movement speed's too much from Paparazzi with those phase boosts. Now IGV to take down two of Liquid's cores. So Liquid, yeah, as you mentioned, we're just sitting very, very deep there and relatively split up as well around that tier 1 and ends up hurting them big time.
They've got Sunstrike support, but that's great for pickoffs. It's not great for taking 5v5 engagements, and that wasn't even 5v5. That was like a two-man in 2v5 kind of scenario. The entire IGV team rotated in for that.
What a lane mind control in a whole world of trouble. The rotation comes through from Dogfights, Paparazzi and in July as they'll run him down, and they'll almost certainly bring him down as well. Trying to keep himself alive with the heal, but the Firefly chase down will be enough. Paparazzi able to get the final touch. And some good fortune for the side of IG Vitality with Paparazzi starting to get himself involved in a couple of kills after being beat down pretty heavily in that bottom lane to start off with.
Starting to bounce back with a few key successive kills. Jace comes in just to snipe a bounty room, but he's still level 4. Miracle's going to rush a drums here. Seeing different build from him, going for like a very early game cost-effective stat item. Not making the big jump for the Ag Scepter, suggesting... I mean, he's so far ahead, that's one of those things where when you're ahead like this in levels, you actually maybe want to fight more. The Invoker's just playing a more AFK farming role because he doesn't have such an easy lane. But with this easy of a lane, Miracle wants to join his team, wants to fight, and the drums will enable that. The Ag Scepter will come next, but we feel any need to rush the item.
Vitality actually with the 4 of them in the mid lane. They have got the setup. TPs will be coming in. Can they save him? They can't. Miracle's already taken down. You for mind control. Look to try and save GH here with the heal, but it's not going to be enough. And Paparazzi really up in his game as these fights start to kick in. 5-2-1, getting himself fully involved. And that massacre as well, taking down Miracle. He was having the best of starts in that mid lane with the Midas timing and such, and IGV able to hit him hard.
It's like Kuro's just not in the right places to save these targets that are getting gone on. First at bottom lane, he TP'd in, wasn't there in time. Next at mid lane, his TP was on cooldown for a few seconds, but part of playing Oracle, and I think maybe saying Kuro's just not used to because he hasn't played Picker in a while, is just being in the right position and anticipating where those ganks are going to be. And neither time was he there for the False Promise, the Fate's Edict turnaround with the Purifying Flames heals, so if he was in position, should have saved either Mind Control in bottom, Miracle at mid, and I feel like he hasn't been that effective on this Oracle so far. He got given the safe lane for a while to get his fast level 6, and he hasn't been able to use that at all. He's getting some deep wards down, but he can't just get the wards down, he needs to do more. Okay.
Great little play from Miracle again. I mean, didn't go for the straight, predictable one. Paparazzi tried his best to duke it out, but ended up walking straight into it.
Miracle, his game continues. 5-1-3. He's got the drums, gonna have a point booster soon. Mind Control will be rushing the Blink. No Blade Mail, no Armlets or anything before that. And with the Invoker in your team, this is typically the build you want to go for. You don't need any damage items when you've got Sunstrike to back you up.
Blink is now Timberman, so I think we're ready to start to try and find those pickoffs. Carter doing towards that rally. 2.5k gold, nearly taking down this tier 1 as well, so still be able to make good timing, and we can see that's, yeah, second on the net worth. It's still a good pace for this Naga 2 hit. Fight's getting some vision on Liquid with the cover of Vendetta. The situation, and top lane Timberman will TP in. Looking at Cicada, will initiate. Cicada has the Song, doesn't have enough mana for Song and TP immediately. No way that they can close that gap. Blink already have used, of course, from Timberman with that initial jump in. Give themselves actually bringing Dogfights and Ninja up towards the top lane. Vendetta again available in 10 seconds. They themselves could look to try and catch out the bear.
Necessary that Matu TP'd to stop Naga getting the tower goal, but potentially dangerous position. Careful here.
Fight's very much ready to go. If Timberman steps a few inches too far away from this tower, he will be in a lot of trouble. Back off. He's going to come around into the jungle. Dogfights. Looking for the perfect setup. Yes, Vendetta into the stun. Follow through control with the lasso from In July and IGV. Again, really stepping it up, getting these big core pickoffs time after time. Liquid starting to struggle to find those pickoffs themselves. Miracle has headed down bottom. will look to make a play onto Paparazzi. I mean, look at the damage this Invoker does. My goodness!
Who needs Sunstrike?
What the heck?
You don't need to land a Sunstrike when you can do that.
Alacrity. It's a good spell.
He's got max Zord already, so yeah, I guess that explains that. Your Invoker is level 14. The next highest level here in the game is level 10.
With that Alacrity doing what? Both sides to 300 damage. A right click there at 14 minutes in. It's a strong hero. Especially when it's in Miracle's hands. To the pit they go, Liquid. One hero off the map. Will have smoked in. Question is, only with the spidey senses of ITV going to be tingling to check it out, and it looks like probably not. It's already down to half health.
You know, Matu doesn't have lifesteal, so they're not expecting this to happen, perhaps.
They have got this though, the false promise and the press the attack, and look at that. Tasty, tasty heals. Straight back up to full health with the combination of those two spells.
Typically you see the Ursa Rush blink, and you know that Roche is a little bit tricky to do. Still possible, but yeah, same ease of...
Top lane GH just trying to chill out and work his way towards the blink, but the eyes of IGV, they're closely upon him.
Got up to 4.2k, he's got the relic money, he's close to Radiance.
Very, very good news for the Naga Siren. And as you mentioned, definitely a game where if the Naga Siren does get out of control, there are some issues in terms of some of the core matchups. Ursa mentioned, not the best hero for dealing with a farm Naga. Of course, they do have other answers. You know, Miracle is going to have a lot of control and burst with these levels that he's getting on this Invoker. Still, you never really want to deal with a Naga Siren that's got a good Radiance timing, and that certainly might be something that the Liquid will have to do so. 16 minutes, and just 200 away from the recipe.
They want to speed things up now, get chain pickoffs using the Legion duel, the Ursa Blink with the Aegis. They can play super aggressive with this. Invoker, he can play a bit more farm split pushy. Like, he wants to be solo pushing a lane with the Forward Spirits, I imagine. He's got the double Forward Spirits up, but the IGV being the aggressors here, trying to catch Liquid, or at least GH, because he's just trying to farm his blink up, but they may get punished for that aggression.
Try and find dogfights into the tree line, but GH hunts him down. Mind control to pick up the dual damage as well. Miracle gets himself involved, makes sure that he is also able to get a bit of a cash bonus from that one. The Ags now complete. 17 minutes, drums, Ags, and Midas all in the bag here for this Invoker.
Oh, very, very big. So far ahead of absolutely everyone else in this game. The Naga by a pretty big margin, but definitely can change now with the Radiance. The farm will speed up for the Naga Siren. Be mindful of, choose to start taking some more objectives and trying to shrink the map as far as where IGV can farm.
Matu with a double damage, ready to fight, jumps in, and CM, not a chance for Super.
Perhaps it could be deep spot here at bottom lane. Yeah, he's already trying to back up out of there.
Miracle has been getting so much space as well. He's been sat on this bottom lane for the last few minutes, just farming the waves.
We'd likely get this tier 2 tower fairly soon if IGV don't make a big response for it, but don't think they necessarily need to or want to. They're happy just farming the top jungle, the top side of the map. Got this Naga Radiance. Don't try and rush any fights now that you've this item timing in a pretty decent state of the game.
Then the Timberman and Mind Control looking to make a jump. Dogfights is there with the Vendetta, has their eyes on him. There's the position of Mind Control. Can't go for anything though. Mind Control does have friends in the neighborhood. GH is there. The Timberman still very, very close around. Bottom lane, Liquid get that space for the tower, as expected. Miracle now with the Boots of Travel. Recipe on its way. Will then be looking for that Link Sphere, which it's going to very nice against a lot of the stuff ready from Vitality. The lasso initiation and the burst damage that Dogfights would have been hoping to do with that mana burn as the game's going on.
IGV really want to go on Matu. He's got an Aegis. They smoked into Team Liquid, but the first hero they saw was a hero they just can't go on. So they cancel the smoking, get out, and Liquid say, oh, we know where they are. Let's smoke into them.
I'm interested to see if this time Miracle comes around to join for the team fight, and certainly looks like the maneuver will suggest so, as the full 5 of Liquid looking to try and catch something out. Paparazzi very careful about how he comes out the base. It looks like IGV are aware. Dogfights, yeah, heads out with a Vendetta. Very nice. Immediately scouts out that action was being looked for from Liquid. So IGV will be safe at avoiding it down bottom. Mid lane though, Super was left on his own, and Matuma quickly in and bringing her down once again.
Sabu on that one, full 4 CM. They're sitting back in your base, giving your team Arcane Aura. Throughout the hero's role for now. Miracle bottom, nice tornado, will find Nyx.
Line's been drawn as well. Liquid, they know Cicada's in this area.
Fine.
Get him. And Cicada's out of there. Great bit of play for IGV. Cicada was, I mean, he was so close as well because Mind Control walked up and he was halfway through about to lay down the duel. Song just too quick from the Naga.
Miracle, he had the sentry there. He tried to perhaps bait in the Nyx and go for a turnaround kill. Many heroes there for him to mess around with. Jug, Slash, willing to throw all the spells they had to make sure they got the kill, and sure as hell do.
Who ended up getting the money. And Paparazzi did as well on the Jug, so very, very nice for him.
Shadowblade. This is
yes.
this is an okay Shadowblade game. You need to find picks. Invoker's split pushing always. It feels like a game where getting a Shadowblade where your Naga's pushing out lane, so it's a lot easier to use an item like Shadowblade to find pickoffs as a result.
On top, talking about pickoffs, ITV move in to find another. Matuma will jump in. He really wants that Crystal Maiden, and he will get it. GH comes in with a Burrow Strike, trying to help Matuma escape. Still into line dogfights, and the Naga in the neighborhood. The jewel's there from Mind Control though, and they find the big kill, taking out Cicada. Paparazzi Shadowblading up. We'll look towards Matuma with a Blade Fury as well. He should get at least the Ursa. No, Matuma getting away on 6 HP, finally falls. They'll get the kill, but GH still playing around with dogfights. You've got Mind Control and Lyrical. Miracle chasing down Paparazzi, healing wall gone. Main room picked up. Paparazzi, no way. Wait, I say no way. He's got a Shadowblade. They don't have detection.
I'll go sentry now.
Oh, okay, there we go. Kuroki turns up at the time of need. The support items. End of the day, Liquid do end up coming out on top. Vitality tried to sweep around, get those kills. Liquid were able to fight back quick and hard.
In the Ursa, not the biggest kill though. Naga went down early on in the fight, but has respawned now. Yeah, so Naga goes down as well. So yeah, definitely not the fight IGV were hoping for, losing all their real important heroes. Dog, Naga. Liquid able to bounce back, find some kills immediately upon Invoker's respawn. He's close to level 20 already. Hunted a little bit by a Bat Rider. Bat Rider definitely needs friends if he wants to go for this kill.
Has got a Nyx relatively close by, but already away. Miracle. To safety, Paparazzi though. Blade, an immediate blink out from Matuma, not wanting to mess around with the Juggernaut.
Shadowblade's Mind Control has one as well. He'll be looking to hunt around, fish for kills. Set Miracle up, if possible.
Good finds him here, but there's a lot of heroes on IGV available to turn it around. Does he want to jump? He does. Straight in onto Paparazzi with Matuma backup as well as the Sunstrike. They can take him down before they lose any lives. And in fact, look to go for more dogfights. Tries to TP out. He will make it. Nothing to cancel it.
No bash proc. At least 2 or 3 times there. Gape.
Look to try and maybe push down this tier 2. Perform up. No jug for 20 seconds. You want to fight. Set up onto Matumba. Matuma turns, hasn't got that enraged for another 15 seconds, in a lot of trouble. Back up there for Kuroki. Can they get him out? It doesn't look like they can, or maybe with the second purge from Mind Control. Matuma TP's out and he'll make it back to base. Kuroki will pay with his life though. And Cicada seeing if he can chase down for more. He needs to get in range of Mind Control with this song, and he will. Nice gap closer there from Cicada, but the Mind Control blinked just in time. They'll check the tree line, but they're off the mark, and Mind Control, he's going to be fine, and backup's turned up. GH is there, along with Miracle, a quick deafening blast to the face to bring down the Naga Siren, and they're not done yet, Liquid, in July, in the tree, but Super, with the ultimate, dogfights control as well. Miracle, he's falling low, and Super, with the freezing field, the damage is enough. They brought the Invoker down, GH is out as well, and at the end of the day, is the turnaround on the turnaround, as IGV coming out with huge, huge kills, bringing down Miracle. Liquid have got to be careful. I mean,
heroic Crystal Maiden freezing field.
That was so much damage. It must have been done there by Super.
Yeah,
Miracle.
more damage than any of his teammates in that
Yeah.
fight, according to the recap. So very important stuff. Miracle was throwing all his spells first at the Naga and then into the trees at the Batrider that he just ignored the CM next to him, which normally is fine. Like, you don't expect to have to worry about that CM, but she just blew a freezing field. And Miracle had used his Tornado, used his Cold Snap as well on the Naga Siren, so didn't really have access to any disables, and it's taken out.
Troll. Good for a setup. That is the real Naga Siren. Do have follow-ups. Cutter could be in a lot of trouble here.
No Sunstrike though, so not. He has the damage without the Sunstrike.
Brett Cardo as well in terms of his progress. Manta style, mind control. He's underneath a sentry. IGV. Once again, this game very, very even.
Themselves in it with the Naga farm and finding a few key kills. Time again, Miracle's died a couple of times. Despite all the kills and how well he's played, those deaths give a lot of comeback money when you're that far ahead.
CM has that Glimmer Cape done as well, so these freezing kills become an issue. Just finds the right positioning. Just pushing out the bottom lane, IGV. Look to group up mid. Ready in July on the sidelines, looking for the angle to get that pick off. Liquid come in for some sort of a defense. Question, dogfights Vendetta up. Look for setup, Matuma if he comes forward to this wave, could be deadly. It's like, no, IGV already have backed away. Elsewhere towards this top lane, where Miracle hiding in the tree line. He's going to try for a solo kill potential onto Cicada. The cold snap stopping him from being able to get the song out, and there we have that combo.
Key little play from Miracle. Solo kills a Naga, can't sleep with the cold snap. Gets out of there immediately. Brutal stuff from this Naga.
Poor old Super. Oh, Glimmer Cape. Oh, sorry, just the Shadow Amulet.
Even better.
Enough to save him. Yeah, he could stay there forever. His mind control has been juked, but we'll be fine. Does have a TP as well to get out when it's a little safer.
Shadow Amulet's the first item. Sometimes, like, I upgrade to the Glimmer Cape and, like, no, I just want the Shadow Amulet.
During this time. Straight into Roche once again. Aegis into the hands of Matuma. If they're ready to go again for one of these pushes mid lane. Towards the bat, perhaps out with the blink. Cicada's just TP'd in. Get the initiation. Looks like Cicada will, of course, use the illusions to push it out a bit. He heads back to join the rest of his ranks. Liquid still sticking around, of course. Mind control. Ready to grab anyone that dares to come forward. Should get this tier 2 at the least. Just on the map dogfights, just cleaning out some camps on the top lane as well as Super. Pick up levels towards that level 12 for that second point in the ultimate. Cicada down bottom, 1500 towards that ultimate orb.
Yeah, that key split push timing. Still won't have an Octarine call for quite some time, and what Liquid can do as far as objectives now with Aegis in hand. Pretty low in health and may look to finish like a BKB before too major, but Miracle continues to farm and accelerate. 22, almost 23 now. It's 23. Octarine core queued up as his next big item.
That's crazy. 5k ahead of a Radiance Naga, and a Radiance Naga that got that Radiance at decent times to come. Insane amount of farm on Miracle, and it's going to add up to even more there. The setup from GH and the damage issued off from that Sunstrike gets him involved in yet another bit of action.
Feels like outside of the Naga, the rest of the IGV team can't farm. That's often what happens in these Naga games, and one of the downsides of the heroes, I think it's Naga who has to push out every lane, takes all the farm on the map, takes all the jungle, and then there's heroes like Nyx who have a blink, really want to have a blink and more stuff, and the Ags eventually. This game could go 40-50 minutes, and I don't even know if Nyx would be able to farm an Ags because there's no farm on the map for him, and he didn't go for the Midas. It's definitely a game where I feel like Midas's would have paid off. even heroes like Batrider are going to struggle to get further items because there's so little farm on the map to take for yourselves. Jug, his net worth has suffered as a result, so very good game for the IGV supporting cast. Other cores even get much.
BKB's closing in for a few of Liquid's cores now. Looking for it before they go. I think we're playing halfway on the recipe, but on mind control, pull BKB out. Oh no, yeah, no. Oh yeah, it's good. Ready.
Paparazzi, Sunstrike.
What Vitality can do in terms of high ground defense if Liquid do come in hard with these pushes. Oh, ready to go straight up the high ground. Fight's holding him back. This hot drop.
Force lift. And mind control's not even worried about having to get up the tower during the lift.
So that BKB and the heal and the back of the Kuroki that we have immediately coming in with the perfect timing, the false promise. There's the combo from Miracle, trying to force IGV back, but Paparazzi with the Blade Fury moves forward. We've got the Burst Strike and the Duel onto Skada, the Naga Siren's out, 60 seconds, fires back immediately.
Still got Aegis, they can still lurk around if they want to. Use false promise, Kuro needs to be careful.
Timberman tries to turn, but the net and the Frostbite holding him back here, falling down low, the heals from Kuroki. Once again, protecting that Aegis for as long as they can. Sleep is there. Blade through as well to make sure that Timberman can't blink his way out of this one. And he'll almost certainly fall down the once, but the damage here from Miracle as the Tornado flies in will dispatch of the Nyx Assassins. Surely no, the healing ward keeping him just alive with those one charges. He'll actually get his way out of there. Injuly's not going to be as lucky as the bear jumps in, rips into part with the claws, but Liquid is starting to fall low once again with this freezing field super, killing Matumbaman nearly as he just waltzes off as the Enrage. GH back in with a Burrow Strike to take Cicada down a second time this team fight. It is a dieback on the Naga Siren. No Naga for 80 seconds. He did indeed, took an Omni Slash to the face and he's out and down for 90. Miracle throwing his life away to the blade of Paparazzi. It's a lot of money for the Jug, and with that kill, it will be enough to force Liquid back. They won't get the racks.
I'll regret that blink in, but crazy to think they actually, Liquid lost only an Aegis before that Miracle dive and a bit of over-aggression. He really wanted to commit for the kills. If he gets that Jug kill there, it's probably racks and even the game. Jug didn't have buyback, I believe, and a lot of buybacks had already been used for the rest of the IGV team. So yeah, even with the hold, they lost a tier 3 tower. You can take shrines. You have to use buybacks.
Jug, yeah, both the
Bat and Naga.
The Naga
buyback, the big
died
one.
a second time, yeah.
I mean, that's nowhere near worth it for IGV and still looking fantastic for Liquid. That Miracle death at the end. He's going to have level 25 with Octarine Core when he respawns. There's a Tomb of Knowledge waiting for him. And brutal stuff for these teams.
Another little freebie. More damage from Mind Control. CM poured out. Trying to be taken down by Liquid. Control of a healthy plus 76. How are we doing towards that Octarine? Well, indeed. With that dieback, it's a bit of a pipe dream away from him. It's a lot of time.
Dogfights might be able to snipe a Courier. He's put down this ward. I feel like you're putting down just to snipe Couriers. Whole point of that ward. Get it.
It's just a tome on it though, nothing massive.
Miracle was sending a data by the Octarine Core, but he can walk to the shopping for once. Hey, guess what? He doesn't need to walk to shop. You're getting racked. You're winning the game. Who needs Octarine Core? Not Miracle at the time being. Naga is not even in position to defend. 5 seconds before she has a TP.
Like this to stun onto one, but quick reactions there. They jump in with the Duel. And they've got the damage to bring down in it. They do indeed. He's out and down. The lasso, bringing Matumbaman away from his team. Gates trying to run in with the epicenter. Gets the follow-through Burrow Strike after the Blade Fury wears off, and that's Jug down as well. 2 out on the side of IGV. Triple kill for Miracles. They bring out the CM. Buyback will be there from him. The setup with the sleep, but what do they really have with 2 the big damage dealers out for a good amount of time? Can't quite get the kills, but once again they temporarily push Liquid back. As yeah, look at the creep cutting from this Naga. So that both mid and top consistently pushed out. But the bottom lane creeps are in, so that backdoor protection is of course down across the whole base. It seems to be all that Liquid need to get themselves in onto the mid-racks as they pick up themselves up a second set.
No lasso, they can't initiate without Nyx or the Batrider lasso. They just, all they can do is stand around idly while they lose a Rax, and that's a second lane. That makes this game very challenging for IGV at this point, and if Liquid want, they'll swing top, try to get that tier 2 tower. Don't have the Aegis to play around anymore, but they've got their 6-slot Invoker. They are close to being full ready to go. Not much left for IGV, even with a Naga Siren. It really feel like a game that she's going to be able to stall out. There's not enough farm on the rest of the IGV side to really, you're not really buying time for anything. It's progressing nowhere other than delaying the inevitable.
And as we mentioned, this nice for Liquid in terms of, well, obviously can't make it to the upper bracket, but make them in that position to have that third place if tiebreakers do end up occurring. It does resolve on like on a lot of other results going certain ways. Maybe the chance the series win certainly does look to be the case here, unless IG pull off some sort of amazing comeback.
For Liquid, it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, it's nice and all, but you kind of wish you had these performances earlier on in the groups. Yeah. You get a win or two early on, it gives you the confidence, and it's so easy to work off a good start to the group to win the group. That was like OG and IG. I mean, yeah, these are teams that are in good form to begin with, but you win early on in your group, it's much easier to win those later series. For Liquid, it's come a bit late for them.
Go top lane. Liquid take another tier 2 and are now in position. Finish up that final set from IGV, but IGV, they'll do their darndest. They're heading back. 3 of them at least so far. They'll keep Cicada and Paparazzi down on the bottom.
I'm gonna go for it. Scout it out.
Play it safe.
Yeah, why not? Top lane still pushing out if you want to deal with that. If you want to head that direction. Miracle can push out mid and bottom if he really wants, but one of the things about Naga is that while she clears creep waves, she doesn't actually hit buildings incredibly fast. So they can kind of ignore it. Well, the Paparazzi does hit buildings pretty nicely, but they'll just live. If they get megas, it may just be game over, and Miracle's going to head back to defend anyways with his tornado.
Okay, Cicada's headed back now. And in fact, the opening here, Lasso, bringing Mind Control away, does have the Aegis. They'll pop him once. And they pop him again, though. GH comes across, cancels the freezing field there with a Burrow Strike. Mind Control instantly with a blink out. But man already worked his way through the racks, along with Miracle and the rest of the gang, as Liquid will claim the Megas. Miracle, BKB'd up, finds the final racks.
Miracle cancelled the Jugs TP. He went back to defend, tornadoed the Jugs TP, and then right in front of Jugs' face, TP to the top lane. So it was a bit of like a BM play in some ways. I mean, it was the right play. Cancel the TP. You don't care about losing a rack. You've got Megas. And this Jug is stuck here. He's fueled up now. No TP to work with. Great play from Miracle to secure the game and get Megas and realistically take game number 2. They won't GG just yet. They're thinking, hey, we got Naga, we can push out lanes, but I think they'll soon find this game is not heading to a pretty direction.
I mean, Matuma falling a little low, but does have the cheese. Yeah, will be able to walk it off. That's an annoyance. I mean, these little illusions, bringing them down to half. And they are holding on IGV. As you said, they do have the potential to push these lanes out, but it's still such a tough game for them.
Push the lanes out, but at what point do you win a team fight or take any more lanes of racks or really eat up the game? It's like not coming their way, but hold on, they'll see what they can do. Refresher from Miracle, he's going to be going that 6-slotted status. The blink in his backpack for now. To have some fun and show off a bit, I imagine, at this stage. Does need to be careful, doesn't it, buyback, but...
I mean, yeah, you never know. If Liquid are able to throw this game, I will be incredibly...
Died right now. I don't actually think...
Is it throwable?
Miracle dying without buyback, they probably don't even lose a Rax, because the rest of the heroes are strong enough that they can fight and hold pretty well, and Mega Creeps damn hard.
Miracle with his DD. Rest of Liquid ready to fight. IGV's last chance here to do something about Liquid taking this series 2-0. What can they do? is going to be the first to jump in.
That's going to gem. We'll see Miracle.
The side over the tree line. In July, looking for the jump, finds the potential key one here, as they can bring the Oracle out. Already trying for the combo, but the spike characters will hold him back momentarily, Miracle. Epicenter, everything coming down to Scudder, but he has got buyback. BKBs already popped by Liquid. The IGV can try and find some sort of a catch. Who have we got here on the back lines? His dogfights from the high ground. Liquid still being a little tentative outside the base. They know they haven't got this Oracle. Or their major savers. Dogfights. Still very careful how close he goes. Knows that that SK does have the gem. There's the blinking. First stun onto Miracle. Can't get anything to follow through there. And Nightmare Man's going to want to jump in. Paparazzi pots the Manta. We're being forced back here by the illusions. Naga Siren.
He's down.
Yeah, dogfights with the blink forward. Has the further control. That's all certainly slowing them though. He's struggling to really close that gap. These illusions, these radiants, they certainly do hurt.
He's pretty pesky to continue pushing, but Kuro's back with Greaves. He'll have everyone back up. They're ready to go.
Jump immediately in onto Injuly. Injuly's out, does not have buyback available, and they'll look to set up for more with the Yules. Onto Super, tries to slide his way away, just to have the Glimmer Cape, isn't going to make it, but they do have this Omni Slash onto the Legion Commander, but the last bounce isn't going to go the way of Mind Control. Paparazzi can't finish off the Legion. The refresh is there from Miracles. He looks to style on the Jug
Double
with the
BKB.
second Deafening Blast. And indeed, GG is called. At the end of the day, it's all too much for IGD. 36 for 17. Liquid will take the series 2-0. Of course, doesn't get them to that upper bracket, winners bracket. Be in the lower bracket for sure, but maybe, if our maths is correct, they can still contest third.
Gets him up to 6 points, which is currently
Same as
tied
a-
second, but
But we know that
yeah, so
MP Newbie or IG, one of them is going to get more points.
one of them is guaranteed more
S-
points
more
because
points.
they're playing each other. NP win or draw, they get 7 points. If NP lose, it means Newbies at 7. Someone will be 7 points regardless.
Actually,
maybe
wait,
more.
yeah, there's no way that they can come. Actually, no, they can't come third, Liquid, can they?